Hey guys, welcome to the channel here. Today we just have a short video. Have a lot going on right now. We're doing some remodeling on our house. My work area has all kind of construction materials in it, so just a little busy doing all that. Haven't been able to start a new project. I have been working on doing a repaint and modification to one of my older projects. This is the Revell 129th Snap Tight Max X-Wing. I did this build probably a little over a year ago in a two-part series. There were some things about it that I just wasn't happy, and one of them was just the overall paint job. I think the problem was my original base coat was a gloss white, and that was just too bright, and it just really didn't ever look quite right. So I did a repaint, but in the process I also did some fixes and some modifications. I did some seam work. I had some seams here where it comes together. I filled those in to give that a solid look, and I had some light leaks inside the wings here from the cockpit lighting. I had to take some very thin styrene plastic, cut it and put it in there. So I made fixes to the body, masked off the canopy and the R2 unit, and then I just we did a full repaint of the whole model. Now this time for the base coat I went with the Tamiya Insignia White AS20, our standard Star Wars color. It's a little bit of an off-white color. It did a much better job with the base coat. I'm much happier with the base coat, and so that I just did that over the entire model, and then from there just masked off certain areas. Now I did have a lot of changes from my previous paint job. I decided to add in this blue area. I didn't have that the first time. Noticed it on some other X-Wings as I was doing my research, and then on a screenshot of the ship running the trench running the Death Star, you can kind of make out the blue. I think there's also, looks like this area may be a little blue. It's hard to tell in this particular screenshot that what it is, but I like the contrast of it. I've seen it in other models, so I decided to do that. Like the ship had suffered a lot of damage right there, and that whole section was just replaced with some random blue material of some sort. Try to keep it somewhat accurate. It does have a lot of my own little flair on it, but some of these markings I try to keep accurate to what I could find on some of the models and studio models. Added in a little bit of the blue striping. I noticed that on some of the models, heavily pitted stripe. I didn't have that initially, but the biggest difference is probably this blue section here was painted in. And again, I just weathered it in. I did very light wash, and then used Tamiya weathering kits to darken in some of the areas. I used my airbrush to darken in some of the engine areas with just some black and very lightly. Also some of these marks on the wings, I just took my airbrush and kind of caught it on the edge and let it flip up over the sides. So anyways, just a short video. Hopefully I'll get this remodeling done here soon, and I can start a new project. I have several projects, not real sure which one. I know I have some extra parts coming on one kit, but I'm not sure when I'm going to start on that, so I'm not going to mention that right now. Yeah, but anyway guys, thanks for viewing, and hopefully we'll get back to another kit here soon. But until then, everybody have a good one.